Hi you guys, it's Kelly. So, I just wanted to come on today and I'm going to do, I think, well at least a two-part little thing here because I've had so many questions. I didn't realize there were so many beginners out there like me in a panic, and we're like, alright, so I have this chick. She messages me and she came right out and asked me, which I wanted to do, but I didn't have the cojones to do it. She came right out and asked me, I want you to send me a flower that you made, an envelope that you made, like, show me something, because some people just aren't, not that you're not crafty. I'm just saying some people need to feel and have that in their hands, in order to do it. And, I just go on and watch the girls and just figure it out and do it. But some people have to have it a different way. And so, Lilibet, I think is how you say her name. I'm not sure. I'm very sorry. Anyway, she came right out and asked me. So I put together this, well, I don't want to say it's a kit, but it's just a little sample of things that she was asking for. And now, here's the dealio. I really wanted to ask for these too. I love some of the girls out there, and all the different styles and everything. And oh my God, I just wanted to touch one. So I resorted to just buying one, and I'm just going to buy one from each one of them. Each one of them so I can see what the heck's going on, right? But, so I just threw together some pages here. I did put some thought into it. And I have a couple of projects set up. And so what I want to do is go through what I'm going to send out in this little beginner's, little envelope thing and see how this is going to go. Now, I know I'm going to probably get messages now saying, oh, will you send me one? Will you send me one? And I really want to. But, I can't send an envelope to everyone. And I send them out pretty fast, so it'll be like $3 or something, no big deal, but, so we'll just see how it goes, plus, whatever. So anyway, I don't know. If I get a lot of requests for it, we'll have to figure it out, and maybe I can, I don't know what we can do, swaps, or we can, send me something for it, or I'm not sure how it's going to go yet. But anyway, so, I can only do 15-minute videos because I don't know how to splice or whatever, because I'm working off my iPad and I can't find, I watched a video on it, how to do it. But on my iPad, sometimes you don't have all the options unless you're on a regular home computer, and I don't feel like going through all that. So we're just going to have to watch it in segments. There's nothing I can do about it. So I'm sorry. But anyway, so number 2 is going to be, we're going to go through the whole little booklet that I made. I got a couple different books that I'm going to send to her just for fun. And then I'm going to show you how to make the stuff as we go through, okay? So go to the next video, and then we'll see what we can get into, okay? Hi everybody, it's Kelly Snow. So this is the second part of the segment here where I'm going to go through this beginner's packet that I'm going to send one of my subscribers, because she's new and having a heck of a time, So, anyway. So I put together a couple pages, and I wanted to go through it really quick, just so she can see. This is that newspaper. I don't know if you watch my other videos, but this is the newspaper that I gessoed, and then I sewed together, and then I did the sprays, the acrylic sprays that I made, if you watch the videos. And then I did the stamping And then I made these little butterflies, and I'm going to show you how to do those in a minute. And I put in this little packet right here the piece of rope and the 2 little cutouts that it takes to make the butterfly. So that's what I'm going to show you how I do mine. I'm going to show you. First, I guess, I might as well, since I'm doing it. So here's what I do. Somebody sent me this, and I thought, oh boy, that's a good little dealio to have. But here's what you do, and you don't even have to be scared because I know. Look at the different variations, okay? So that's just a lopsided heart. Okay, you get what I'm trying to do? So that you can see how the butterfly wings go. Okay? They're just, that's all they are. You don't have to be intimidated by it. You just draw a heart on a piece of paper and you cut it out. Sometimes you just want a butterfly, and I don't have a punch. So, anyway, I have different shapes. This one makes this shape, and it's really cute, and it's small, you know. And so I just have all of my scraps piece of paper, and I just fold them in a square, and I fold this over like this, and I trace the little butterfly, and I cut it out. Then I have a butterfly. That's this one. And then I have, you know, the negative, which I'll show you what I do with these at the end of the book, okay? So you can experiment with different wing types. And then I just, you know, use my scraps. So anyway, these are this one. And so what I do is, what I did with this one is I just glue the back flat on the page. Usually you get a contrasting, you know, I probably should have done the print first because the back of this is splattered in coffee, so it's kind of the same. But had I done the print first, you see, and I glued that completely flat down, and then the next one on top of it, I only just did the little strip right here, and I just held it there for a minute, you know. Then, see, it would pop off the page a little better, and then it gives you that, you know, of course it's going to get smashed or whatever, but if you want to pull it up, you can. Then I just put the little twine in there. So that's in the little pocket for you right there to play with yourself, okay? And then I just showed you I just use a tea bag, and that's what little, and then I gave you a little, there's a tuck back there too if you don't glue it, and you know, whatever, you can have 2 spots. I just folded it down, then I just stapled it on. No big deal. And then this is definitely made for you to take this apart so you could practice, and there's a practice one. This is definitely not like a journal I would like send out. This is just for fun. You take it apart when you get it. Because the next page, what I did is I gave you a sample here of, see, it's newspaper. And I put the gesso on it, and I did the ink, but you can take this out now and sew it. And then I gave you the piece of the napkin that goes on there for the decoupage part. And then you'll have, you know, your own little page, right, to practice on. And then this one, well, I jumped ahead of myself a little bit here, but this one is pattern paper pocket. And I showed you some layering here. It's just parchment paper and muslin and some cheesecloth. But what I did is I did some beeswaxing on there also so that you could see what it and feel it and what it does when it's dried. You know, because I didn't know when I did mine. And then, of course, here's what she wanted is that little strip of paper that we made into the little booklet, right? And so that's the next thing that you wanted to see was, and then I glossy accented it too, see, so that's pretty. But anyways, you wanted to see how I punched it, but, so that's the next thing that I was going to do. I know we're not getting through the book, but that's the whole point of showing you all this stuff. Okay, so here's the puncher I got. It's a 1/4 inch on this side and a 1/2 inch on this side. It's a crocodile. And I don't know, it's like $25. But I had a 40% off coupon for Joann Fabrics, and I have to have this. So, here's that strip of paper that's all messed up, right? And I want it to open this way because I stamped. I don't know if you can see it very good. But, and then you just figure out how, thick you want your flap or however you want to do it. I don't know if you can see it on the table. Oh, yeah, you can. Okay, and then, I don't know. I just organ it up. I just mess with it until it's gonna, until it's gonna lay right. But I like to have the print in the front. So, so I've measured before and I do all that measuring, but I don't know. This is just as good. I just organ it up and push it down, and it's not. Now, if you want precision, you gotta watch Crafty Irina. She's a seamstress and she does everything like so perfect. Alright, but that's cute. And all you do is pull it down then, see? And then I just punch the corners and it fits in that little slot right there. See? And then you got the round little corners. They're cute. And I just did it all the way around. And I even did it on the flap here because I like it on my flap too. And then, you can, and then you do it on these corners too. You could decorate these up too real cute, whatever, but, whoops, I don't know why I did that. There. There. See? I know, it's just this cute little pocket stuffer. Okay. So, now that we got through that, and I sent you one, and I put the little flower on there so that it closes, because sometimes they don't want to close. Then I already told you about this page, the newspaper, and that napkin there that I got you. And then here is the sample of just another pocket. It's not a big deal. It's just a folded book page, but I thought you might want to see it. And then here's the 2 envelopes. Now, these are really raw. This one isn't even glued, because I wanted you to see. You need 2 sheets of paper, and this is the inner side. If you want it, you don't even have to have that in there, because you can just use it like this too for a pull down if you want, or a flip up, or however you want to do it. But so I just left it like that so you can see. And then this one is just a paper bag, and then I did a different thing on the inside that you'll be able to see because it makes 2 pockets like this. You see, so that's kind of cool. And then you can decorate it any way you want. I just was showing this. This is just only to get your juices flowing, and this isn't by any means a finished product of any kind. Okay, it's just to show you. Okay, and now if you've been watching my videos, I showed you that one day I just sat around and sewed a bunch of crap onto book pages so that I could have, when I'm going and making my journals, I can just have ready-made pockets that I can just slap on there and sew it on and stuff it with my thing and be done with it. Because sometimes, I don't know, I'm not the most patient person. So I don't know if I'm going to take to this or not, but we'll see. But anyway, there's a little pocket here, and then you can, a little tuck spot, see? And then you can put it in here if you want to. So I clipped one to the side of the page here, and this one has tea bags and lace and just different stuff, so you can see how that's done and sewed on the side. So what I did is I left you that so that you could play with that yourself. And then the page here is one, what I would call semi-done anyway. This is one of these that I just stuffed it on there, and then I do my ephemera ahead of time, and I just glued that picture on it. And now you have all these, here, I'll find something to tuck in there. You have all these spots. You can put something in here. I don't know where I did. Oh yeah, and then I left a side. This is sideways open. You can put something in there. And you know, let's see, what else did I do? Oh, it looks like those are the two spots. So here and here. And then, you know, I sewed all this junk on there. So you can see, you know, how to do it yourself. Not that you have to have this style or whatever, but I just wanted to show you. And then the next page is the next tutorial, I guess. Not tutorial, but Crafty Irene does these. And I wanted to send you one of her little folds, or in little pockets, so I wanted to show you how to do it. Let's see, we're at 11 minutes. Okay, so you just take a book page, and you're gonna fold in this corner right here, and what I do is just use my finger as a guide, because I want this little space right here. So, because what I'm going to do next is I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to pull this down right, you know, even to the book. So now that I did that finger thing, see, now it gives us that double tuck, see. And then you pull the bottom up. So now you have the backing. So now, potentially, if you don't glue this part, if you put it on a page, you have a tuck here. And then you have a tuck right here. And then you have a tuck right here. And if you don't glue this part, you actually have a tuck right here, which I've put little things in here. So this is really cool. So I included that for you to, and I just stapled it on, and then you can do as you like. Okay? And I'm getting to the time here, so why don't we end this one, and then you go to the next video, and I'll show you what we did with the little negatives up here. They're really cute. Okay? Alright, so I believe we left off right here. I was going to show you these. This is the negative of those butterflies we cut out. And then I put tracing paper behind it. And so you can see through. So you could stamp something under there, or, you know, you can use this for a tuck spot or something, but it's adorable. And then just more sewing. I didn't do anything right here. I'm actually going to... I need a pocket right here, because I have stuff to put in it for you. And so the back here is another one of the butterflies, which has decoupage underneath, so you can see what it looks like to have something under that paper. And I used a different color, that baking paper, so that's cute. And some rosettes, and I think that's a tea bag, and I stamped on it, and there's some homemade paper right here that I made. I can show you guys how to do if you want to know how to do homemades. And then I was using this for a tuck spot. This is one of those guest checks. Crafty Irene showed us how to do these with a little... I just thought it was cute. But what I wanted to show you is... somebody finally told me about inking this stuff. That you use the makeup sponges. Well, I didn't know that. And I was doing it. Oh my god, it was terrible. But anyway, it works much better now. I wanted to tell you. With the makeup sponge. And, I wanted to talk about stamping too, but I'll have to do that in a different video, I guess, because they're probably getting to be too long. But I just wanted to show you because it works so much better. The last video I was up in the air and didn't know how to do it, but these makeup sponges work really good. Let me see if you can see. They work really well to give it that smoky. See? Just a little bit on the edge. But if you want to go dark, I like to do them dark, but it just depends. You know, just start out light, and then I tended to go heavy-handed, but you know, see, so that looks a lot better that way. Wanted to show you that. So I'm including that in there with, and then you wanted one of these flowers. So I'm including the flower, although I wanted to tell you the reason why I had to sew this is because of the parchment, the baking paper that I use. The baking paper doesn't like any kind of glue. So if you put the baking paper on the back, like I did so many times, or a page that has Mod Podge on it, you can't glue it to anything. So I had all these flowers that I couldn't do anything with because I didn't realize what I was doing. So if you're going to use this parchment paper or whatever, baking paper, you're going to have to sew it in. So what I've been doing then is, first of all, is this is way too big. It's flat and it's good, you know, if you need something right, you know, bammo or whatever, but otherwise I was folding them because they just got too big. So now I've stopped even doing the back two, and I just do this. It's way cuter, and I don't even glue. I mean, I don't even sew it. I just glue, 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 glue. That's all I do. And it looks just as cute. Or I put, and I don't even put this twine in there anymore. I put stuff underneath it, like the eyelash trims or, you know, lace or something. So anyways, I'm going to send this to you, though, since you wanted to see it. Okay. And then here's another, I'm putting this in too. Here's another kind of envelope. It's just, it's a whole page. And the corners are punched. And then you can decorate it up however you want. This one is Mod Podged, so you're going to have to sew it onto something or figure out a different way to attach it. And same way if you want a closure, you're going to have to figure out a way. Sometimes you don't have to enclose them, but you could do a magnet too. That'd be good. So I'm going to send you that too. And you can see the difference of the inking. This was when I was just slopping it on there, and now this makeup sponge, it's a big difference, you know, big difference. So anyway, I'm going to put that in there. And then, oops. And then I'm going to put this in there. And this is really cute. I just wanted to use I was making those pattern booklets that I showed you guys, and I wanted to use the whole pattern, including the directions, and so the closure is just ribbon and muslin. It's really cute. And then I have those bling brad nails, if you can see them. They're really cute. And then this is decoupage napkin on top of paper. It's no big deal. And then I just cut out that from the paper collection. And then these are tags just bent in half. You know, let's see. I mean, you could use any tag. I just did this and bent it in half and on both ends, and it ended up making this cute little spot where you can slide things in and out. So I just thought it was the cutest little thing, you know. But I'm new, and so everything thrills me. So I just did it throughout the whole thing. So I've attached little things under here, and I've got some buttons, and these are all vintage and old buttons. This says 10 cents on it, you know. So these are, well, they're meaningful to me because I always liked the old stuff, and I've kept them for a long time. You know, they were in my grandma's sewing box. And, see, here's another one. Here's some white ones. Those are really nice. I like them. And then also, on the end here, I put some thread top, and then all these are also pockets. All these pages are pockets you can put stuff in. And then this one I put just a little tag so you could see how I cut a thimble of thread in half, and I sewed, and on the back of this I put measurements so you could write down like if you were actually going to use it for sewing and bringing it somewhere for trims and samples and such. On the back page I made it look as if, you know, that's what this was for, and I put a sample of lace in there and a couple of tags and some buttons and some more stuff to make it look like, you know. So anyway, this is really cute, and I really like it a lot. I don't know why we think these things are so cute, but they really are. I really like this one. I was going to give it to my mom, but she's not really a sewer, and I don't know. It's okay. But anyway, So here's all the things that I'm going to send out to her, and hopefully this will help, and then we'll see what kind of a response we get, you guys. If this should happen again, if someone else asks me, I mean, we'll have to figure out something. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up and send it out. Thanks. Bye.